Welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is EPR Originals, and today, we're paying off an elephant. Normally, I would be set up in my cash stuffing area and counting my ones that were left over, but I didn't feel like setting up my cash stuffing area today and buying for camera time with these two guys. So, we're doing this a little bit differently. And I also wanted to take a little bit of time to go back over what I call paying off an elephant, and sometimes I call my Great Debt Experiment, and sometimes I call my One Savings Challenge, depending on my mood, I think. I haven't quite fully settled on what this is. After 6 months, 7 months of this, I still don't know what to call it. So, what I did at the end of the year, I paid down my remaining credit card to $500, even though I could have completely paid it off. I just wanted to see how long it would take me to pay off that balance by just paying the minimum payments plus a few extra dollars every month. I chose $500 because I felt like it was a manageable amount without me accruing too much interest and putting too much stress on me financially. If I had left it where it was, it would have been a lot more difficult, and this would be a completely different experiment, I think. But what I do is at the end of every pay period, I take all of the ones that are left over to my wallet and I set them to the side. And then at the end of the month, I take all the ones that I have collected throughout the month and I make an additional payment on my credit card. So eventually, I will have paid off my elephant $1 at a time. So now let's look at our charts and see what our progress is. So this month, we paid our normal $40 minimum payment. We also paid $15 in extra, and we were charged $3.11 with interest. So that brings our balances now $195.64 from our $500 at the end of December. So when I was looking at my statement this month, I saw on there, and I know it's there, I just never pay attention to it, that it says that it'll take me 6 months to pay off my card, paying just the minimum payment. Well, my goal is to have it paid off in about 4 months. We'll see how this works. But we are working in the right direction still, and I kind of wish I had kept up with how many months each month my statement said would take me to pay the minimum payments. But I went back online and looked at the oldest statement that was available without having to go into the archive statements, and that was the one at the end of January. So off of the $497.44 balance back in January, my credit card told me it would take me 13 months to pay off my balance by just paying the $40 minimum payment. Well, we have in 6 months, we have got that 13 months down to 6 months in 6 months. So we've shaved a month off so far. Might have shaved 2 months off. I'm kind of feeling it's more like 5 months of payments. I think I need to go out and actually really recalculate that out a little bit better. But next time we check in, I think I want to have I'm going to go back and look at how many months on each one of those statements and have that for you so we can look at that as well. So our balance is still steadily dropping every month like we want it to. And the amount of interest we pay is dropping every month like we want it to. Now, those of you who haven't been following me the whole time, you'll notice that there was a big drop in interest from December to January. And that's because when I set my experiment up, I did not take into consideration when my minimum payment when my payment is due, and when the interest is charged. So that first month was kind of the interest amount's kind of an anomaly, but everything since that first line is pretty accurate. So every month we're going down what we have to pay in interest. Woohoo! We are going in the right direction. And that's it for my debt check-in. But usually at this point, because this is a short and sweet video, usually at this point, I will go into something that I do offline that I don't show you guys. and talk about that. But this week, I thought I would end with a question. And it's more of a food for thought question. I don't think there's a real answer to this, but it's just something that's been on my mind lately. Am I low income? And at what point did I stop becoming low income if I'm not low income? I watch some other budgeters and I see when they do their budgets and they lay out how much they make. Some of them that call themselves low income make what I make or more. And it makes me kind of wonder, am I really low income? I mean, I do realize they may live in an area where their cost of living is higher than the cost of living where I live is. So their dollar may not go as far as my dollar. But it just makes me wonder, am I still low income? I don't feel low income. And is low income somewhat of a state of mind? I mean, I was definitely low income at one point in my life. I was definitely had a hard time paying my bills every month. I definitely had a hard time going to the grocery store every month and had to watch every penny I spent. At one time in life, I could not go out to eat with friends without it putting a stress on my budget. And at that point in time, I was definitely low income. But am I still low income now? Because I am not where I was before. I have come quite a ways since then with my money. It just makes me wonder, am I still low income? And I just don't see it because of where I used to be and where I am now. So that's just kind of food for thought. Am I still low income? So that's it. I want to thank you guys for joining me and listening to me wonder and think. And you can leave your comments below if you want to, or just think about what I had to ask this week. And like any other YouTube channel, you can like, subscribe, share, all those wonderful things. And I'll see you guys the next time.